We're doing this.
Another.
If you're heading out, be careful. There's been lots of leaks.
Yeesh. These soldiers look how I feel, boss.
Hello? So, I heard you helped take over Nelson from the Legion. Not good. If we don't get more supplies, we're gonna have to start using dirt for food and sticks and rocks for weapons. Hey, how'd you like to do something for me? I want you to collect NCR dog tags from our fallen troopers. That way I can keep track of who's gone and how to reallocate our supplies. It's easy. Just bring back any NCR dog tags you find, and I'll try to make it worth your while. If it isn't the guy that saved President Kimball, we owe you a big debt of gratitude. Good work. If you find... Better now that all those Legion troops in Nelson are dead. The NCR might actually have a chance at kicking their asses after all. Me? Well, I've been doing this shit for far too long and I've been in too many battles to remember. Still, this has got to be one of the worst situations I've been in. Not too much I can do about it, but do my job and do it right. I don't know. Give me a shot if you need any. Wish I could have been there.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole. I have a report here that says the Legion forces at Nelson have been taken care of and that you had a hand in it. You have my thanks for that. Those guys have been giving us a lot of trouble for a long time now. Now that they're gone, we'll be able to prepare for the upcoming conflict at Hoover Dam. I'm short-staffed and I don't have the time to take care of some issues around the camp. I need someone to talk to a few of the officers and help them resolve some of the problems around here. Good. Let's not waste time then. Our biggest problems right now are supplies and troops, and the Legion is draining us both. Quartermaster Mays has been complaining to me non-stop about the lack of supplies. But unfortunately, we aren't getting a resupply anytime soon. I want you to speak with him and see if there's anything you can do for him.
Nelson's back in our hands. We can defend it this time. I wish I was stationed at McCarran.
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have work I need done and nobody here at the camp has the time or inclination to help me out. I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates, radiation deaths, and other truly fascinating numbers. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our reports, especially with regards to intercepting hostiles. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone to deliver security code upgrades to each of the ranger stations. Less than a third of reported enemy sightings are getting intercepted. Either our intel is faulty, or our enemies are one step ahead of us. This holotape contains the updated security codes for the ranger stations. Show it to the comm officers there. Once the new codes are in use, anyone still using the old codes will just hear static if they're listening in on our frequencies. I handle communications for Camp Forlorn Hope, compiling reports I've received from the rangers at Camp Golf as well as the brass at McCarran. Unofficially, I'm also in charge of radio security. No one else seems to take it as seriously as I do.
Heard they still get to hit the strip for R&R. We haven't had our...
I didn't expect someone as famous as you here. So, the Major has you running errands for him. Well, we're short on personnel as well as supplies, so we'll take all the help we can get. The Major let me send out some troops to gather supplies, but unfortunately they never returned. I'm guessing they ran into some trouble on the way. You can help by finding the troops and assisting them in bringing back any supplies they found. I sent them to Helios 1 to see if they had any supplies they could spare. They gotta be somewhere between here and there. I'd try searching the main road or checking with the men at Helios 1 to see if they know anything. It's dangerous, but not as bad now that we've taken back Nelson from the Legion.
I hear you defeated the Legion forces at Nelson. I'm impressed and thankful. It'll make my job around here much easier. Things are better now that the Legion at Nelson have been defeated. What would you like to know? I used to be a doctor back in California, but a few years back I got suckered into doing military work because it was my patriotic duty. Back then, I, like many idealistic men before me, thought it was a great idea and was excited about making the world a better place with the NCR. Now I just want to get back home. I've had enough fighting and fixing up soldiers just to send them right back out to die to last a lifetime. Men have waged war on each other for countless centuries. Now is no different. People fight and die for what they believe in. I'm just here to patch them up so they can go on their merry way. Do no harm in all that. I'm doing the best I can considering the poor situation I find myself in. There's barely enough equipment or medicine to handle the number of injuries we have. To make things worse, I think someone might be stealing my supplies. The simple fact that I no longer have as many supplies as I should. I've been careful with them and I should have more than what remains. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go searching for the missing supplies since I have my hands full with injured soldiers. That would definitely be appreciated. You might want to ask around and keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Wow, if it isn't the man who saved President Kimball. So you found... What would you like to... I store a variety of drugs here, but it looks like my supply of Hydra is diminishing rather quickly. Excessive use causes dilated eyes and increased heart rate and blood pressure, massive sweating, you know, the usual. Locked in a cabinet here in the medical tent. I'm around most of the time, but I can't keep a constant watch on them. I remember coming in one morning and noticing my supplies were lower than they should have been. I thought it might have been a mistake, but another morning I noticed the same thing. The camp is pretty dead at night, especially at 0200 hours when the guard shift changes. That'd be a good place to start looking. I don't have that many supplies left, so Sorry, I'm low on supplies. I'm always a sucker for a pretty face.
Major Palatli is putting everyone on double shifts to make up for recent losses to...
If the NCR wasn't spread so thin, maybe we could actually get some supplies and reinforcements around here.
the Legion. That guy never gives up. The Legion is assembling a mass...
Honored to speak with you, sir.
Aren't you the guy that helped wipe out Nelson? Holy shit, man, that's fucking crazy! Missing medical supplies? No, I don't know anything about that. What? Oh shit, how the fuck? Oh man, I'm in some deep shit now. Look, I can explain everything. Really, just give me a chance to explain. Have you looked around? Have you seen what's going on here? What we're going through? This place is hell. I've seen all my friends butchered by the Legion in front of my very eyes. I can still hear their screams at night. All I wanted was a little escape, so I took some drugs to help me do that. Is that so bad? I never thought about that. But look, I needed this. I needed to escape for just a little while. I needed this. So what happens now? What? You want me to turn myself in? Why the hell should I do that? I guess you're right. I'll do the right thing and turn myself in.
I think it just got a little bit hotter in here. I heard Private Stone turned himself in for stealing my medical supplies. You have my thanks.
Another day, another battle, another dead tree.
We won't go quietly.
When is this
Some of the other guys told me that the Legion troops eat their own dead to gain their strength.
I can't wait for General Oliver to get out here. He could turn this place around.
But they're kidding. I really don't have time to chatter right now. Shoot. It's one of the biggest sources of electrical power in the region, so the NCR's fortified the place pretty heavily. When President Kimball shows up on his inspection tour, I'm sure he'll be confident that the dam's safe and secure. Destroyed during the Battle of Hoover Dam a couple years ago, the town was set up as a trap for Caesar's Legion. The sharpshooters and the Rangers picked off the Legion's veterans from a distance, and the rest of the Legion just rushed on in. Then boom. Camp McCarran is the headquarters for the NCR military in this region. It occupies the old airport next to New Vegas. It's probably just a political thing. You know, give a few speeches, shake hands with the troops, boost morale. They're an outlaw group primarily trafficking in drugs and other contraband. They usually stay out of NCR territory, though.
It's been a long tour.
Wish I could have been there to
All I
see
can think
Caesar
about now is
die.
going back
Wish I
home.
could have been
Asshole.
there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
Get him, boss. I mean, I've been doing this longer than you, pal. Holy cat rats. You only sort of look like a cat rat.
What is it? Yeah, they were here a while ago. Gave them all I could, which wasn't much. But as many problems as we're having here, I know they've got it worse. I've seen soldiers get assigned there. It's like they got told they were gonna die. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. If you're trying to track them down, we put a GPS marker in the supply crate. You can track it with your Pip-Boy. Good luck.
Stronger than you, pal.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
Nice to see a friendly face around. I take it my men weren't dead. It's a high price to pay, but these supplies will save a few lives here. Thanks for finding these. You should check in with the Major. I want to know about this.
Wish I could have been there.
I heard about how you saved the president's life. It's a good thing that you... I heard. The extra supplies will help for a short time, but that only solves one of our problems. With all the Legion raids lately, we're running low on troops that can still fight. Some are injured, but even more are dead. I want you to check in with Dr. Richards and see if he needs any help getting our troops back on the front line.